Well, hello everybody. Doing reflections for 2018. 2018 has been a very interesting year. We have had numbers of killings that was really high. A lot of lives stolen, young lives stolen. Bullying has increased. We've had children separated from their parents, and it still has not been addressed to this day. We've had tax bill change that did not benefit the people who needed to benefit. It benefit the rich. We have elected officials who have manipulated and deceived their constituents. We have families that's been broken, people that's unemployed, hopes and dreams shattered, um, people dying like never before. We had tsunamis, hurricanes, fires that's burned for days and days. A lot of things. We have women that walk around that don't respect themselves. Um, they don't know how to be mothers. We have men that don't know how to be fathers. Um, Dress any kind of way, say any kind of thing. Do not people do not care about snatching a life, especially taking life that you don't give. It's just been a lot of things, and the news media has been reeking with things. Family members has been dealing with personal things, cancer, heart attacks, aneurysm, just all manner of things that has happened in 2018. And a lot of people are carrying a lot of weight. Some people in your lives, your friends who you think is your friends, is actually not your friends. They're seasonal. Everybody can go to your next destination, and sometimes we don't know how to release those friends and cut the umbilical cord. Um, because they can't go where you got to go next. Just period. Um, the things that's happening, we feel bad about. Sometimes we can do something about it. Sometimes we can't. We don't have the means all the time to make a change. But those of us who have the means to make a change, to help our educational system be better, do that. Adopt a school, make a difference. If you have the means to make a difference, we buy everything. And I'm not saying those who have the money don't make a difference, but there are those who do have the money that could make a difference and don't make a difference. We want 2019 to be better than 2018. We want the killings to stop. And next of all, it's a lot of hate. And it starts from the top. When you tweet negative things and you stir up people's mindset to go out and do crazy things, you can't go to the mall. You can't walk in the park. You can't sit in your car. You can't sit in your house. You can't go to church without somebody doing something crazy. You know, uh, People can't go in their apartment buildings before another person feel like they have the authority to tell somebody who's paying rent for something that they can't walk in because of the color of their skin. You can't be sitting in the hotel lobby because of the color of your skin. You can't ask questions in a restaurant. You can't ask for plastic utensils because of the color of your skin. This is supposed to be the United States of America. You want to doctor and change laws that benefit your craziness. It does not make sense. It has to stop. Enough is enough. You want to hold an office, but you don't want to be true to your people. And I pray that the Lord would touch, prick, move, shift, and remove you from the seat because you are wrong. From the president all the way down to your alderman. And the Republican Party is the worst party there was. And I'm not saying all of you all, but the majority who go along with this foolishness, you have federal workers, 800,000 workers that has families and children they need to feed, pay their utilities. They have mortgages, car note. And then you, because you made a promise in your bid as running as a candidate that you would have Mexico pay for a wall, you want to make the United States citizens pay for your foolishness? What kind of craziness is that? And why would anybody go along with that madness? Yet you have money, Your family is going without being without, and you want to uh, press upon your executive orders and make somebody's life hard. And people who believe in you think this is okay. This is how we should live. You put a man who's 80 years old that was a popular star, and I'm not advocating wrong. You throw him up under the jail for his wrongness. Yet we put a man in office who was caught on camera saying that it's okay because of his financial status and who he was to grope on a woman's personal part. Something's wrong with this country when hate is more prominent than love. We have lost some things. And I know this video is long, and that's fine, but this has to stop. It has to stop. You have women who has been truly raped, and their rape kit still sits on the shelves and has not been touched. Their cases have not been closed. They have no assurance that they are cared for. You have immigrant children that are still not with their families, and nobody talks about that. You talked about Obama's spending when he was in office, but nobody talked about this fool's spending while he's in office. We're rolling backwards. We're not gaining, we're losing here. And it ain't just his fault. It's those Republicans that go along with this foolishness. Your families are okay. Your bank accounts are okay. But those people that you cut off their income, their livelihood, now they got to find out how to make ends meet. You don't want to give no uh, the food stamp money, the link money. You don't want to give that. You want to cut out everything and make it feasible for you. You want to cut out a whole lot of things to suit your needs and your family needs. And we should be okay with that. No, I'm telling you, 2019, we have to have a change. The murder rate numbers has to go down. The water in Flint has to be fixed. We should not live. You worry about other countries. You worry about a border wall, and you have fixed not one problem. We have people here that's hungry. There are a bunch of abandoned school buildings that can be populated and turned into shelters for people that's hungry. There are veterans that's living on the street who have served their country that are hungry. You want to piecemeal them, but you want to pay for a wall. I think you're backwards. I think you're confused, and it doesn't make any sense. 2019, we need to have a change. We need to have a change. And I'm going to add this little tidbit for those who believe in God. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm challenging you, those who believe, we need to start praying. 6:33 a.m. and 6:33 p.m. every day. And that's according to Matthew 6:33. That's my challenge to you. And we need to start speaking up. And for those people who don't do what you need them to do, we need to remove them from the seat. And any facility that's regulating stuff, if they don't do it, we need to report them. We cannot live like this. We've done this year after year. It's time for a change. It's time for a new beginning. Let's make that beginning happen, and let's make it happen. Let's do our part in the change. All right. Happy Merry New Year to you. Have a great New Year. Have a safe New Year. Have a prosperous New Year. You all have a nice night. I know it's long, but it was needed. Good night.